And hello and welcome to our series of contributor interviews for the Make WordPress team. Today we have Samah with us, who has been taking part in WordPress Translation Week. Hi Samah, thanks for joining.
Hi Abha, thank you for inviting me for the interview.
So Samah, many people have met you already, but I don't know if everybody knows that you're also a translator.
Yes, I started translation being very active in the contribution to the community since last Word Camp Europe, Berlin 2019. And I just fall in love with it. So like for me, if I see a couple of strings are not translated, so I have to do it. So it's day by day, I fall in love more and more. And at the end, sharing knowledge to the Arabic speaking community, which I'm really happy that one day there will be word camps, meets up there. So.
That's fantastic. But you said you've fallen in love with translation. So I'm intrigued. What is it about translation that you particularly like?
It is really, for me, I have a degree in translation. For me, between shifting the languages, because I live in the Netherlands. And in my daily life, I switch from Dutch, English, Arabic, speaking with my family, work, and my daily life. But just like switching from English to Arabic, like for me, it's this sharing the knowledge that makes me really happy. It's give me like this satisfaction about that. Yeah, I'm sharing knowledge with it. And every time, like when you read it, I really have the enjoy of like how I understand it, how I can rephrase it and put it in my language. And I'm really, sometimes like you learn also because what XML means in Arabic, but also like search for it and what does SEO mean. So it's really, it's really give me pleasure. I don't know. Yeah, just like that.
But you've been a contributor for a long time. So is this something that you think that other contributors who've not tried polyglots before could try?
For me, I tried it like one of the first things I want to contribute, and then like Thakor, I work, he's my manager, and then he recommended it for me. And then I said like, okay, I'm gonna stick with it. I love it and I'm really good at it. And I believe it is the first step to move to contribute more to the community.
Yeah.
Because the language is the first barrier, because not everyone speak very good English. Not everyone speak very reading and writing. So, and also it's kind of friendly. If you see like WordPress translate your own language, just you feel like kind of give you a small hug. Like, yeah, like, which is really nice. And I believe it's, it is just break barriers. Like it's in your language, you can use it and you can learn in your language, which is really awesome.
So what kind of things have you been translating?
I'm translating Yoast plugins, a lot of open different plugins, which is really nice. And also teach me a lot about WordPress and how other plugins works. But now, today, when you were talking, I'm focusing on opening the marketing channel with the subtitles, make them in Arabic. That's going to be my challenge for the next couple of weeks. It's like, in general, a lot of things. Anything my hands can reach, I translated it. So, yeah.
Now, I don't think we've got an Arabic onboarding video yet. So maybe we can persuade you to do that.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, I would love to do it.
So we've been making onboarding videos. We've done some studies of contributor events over the last 18 months, which you're aware of, which you've been helping us connect to as well. And one of the biggest barriers for contributing is getting past those first two things. It's getting your account set up. So joining makewordpress.org and joining the Make Slack, which may also be a new tool for many people. So we've looked at how we could overcome that and how we could look at it from a communications perspective. So we've been creating videos, first of all, initially for WordCamp Europe, where we have a step-by-step guide to what do you put here, what comes next. And those guides have captions. And those captions are then available to be translated by people who are not necessarily always experienced already in how to do that. So we ask them to get them checked with a GTE. And then we ask for somebody who's got more presenting skills. So that we're actually showing that in these kind of projects, we can bring together so many different skills, and that helps with inclusion, and that helps people work together better. So it could be that somebody's got a very good at presenting, but they're not as confident with translating, and they might want to do that translation with somebody else. And that's good too, because it's a good way to learn. So we now have about 20 translations already up, and they're going up on our YouTube channel at the moment, and then they'll get edited to have a common interface at the beginning and the end, and they'll be available on WordPress TV. But they'll also go on the new GitHub contributor repository, and that's where we're pulling together all the information so that people can find it. And so the signposting to the make teams, the relevant pages, and we've been doing some work with polyglots to do that, to start off with their team. And then people can actually bookmark those, or they can translate them, because one of the challenges for contributor days is where is the latest information. And if we can have it in one place and they can just translate it for their own contributor event, put it back into GitHub, it's then available, and obviously it's already timestamped as well. So we know it's valid, and we don't have that huge discussion that I know you've had with us as well about which is the latest version. And we've all been trying to run around trying to find documents to help at a contributor event. So it'll be wonderful to help you involved with that, and maybe think through some of the things that maybe Yoast can also help with as well. So that would be
for sure. Like, you know, how much we love to contribute in Yoast, and we have a beautiful diversity languages. So yeah, why not? I'm pretty sure we can find a way to contribute more and more.
That would be great. And you know, and look,
anything from Arabic, please sign me up.
Well, we'll take that as that you are now signed up to the Arabic one, and we look forward to hearing your voiceovering that as well, which should be lovely. Laura from Yoast is working on the Italian one.
Yes.
So and Siobhan did the Dutch. So so it's if you've got more languages that you can help with, then let us know. And it doesn't have to be at Yoast. If you have other people who've, you know, taken part and who maybe have been speakers, because what we need is people who've got strong presenting voices. So if you've got people who have been speakers and have been supported by Yoast Diversity Fund, who would like to do this, or could help with our subtitling campaign, then we would love to have them involved.
For sure, we'll do our best to make it, and hopefully, like, instead of 20, maybe we'll be 100 soon. So
wouldn't it be wonderful? Be up. Yeah. I like your approach.
Yeah.
So I think we may put you in charge of expansion. So yes, so that sounds good. But going back to your contribution, can you tell us a bit about the Arabic locale, and just give us a flavor of some of the things that happen in that?
For me, like, it was a little bit sad because there's almost 422 million like people speaks Arabic, and I know the community is active, but unfortunately there's no meetups, no word camps until now. There's only maybe happening soon the first word camp in Iraq called Meetup Baghdad. And I'm a little bit communicate with the organizer. And for me, like, I'm just kind of keeping an eye, like, I want to be active somehow. I want to be involved to help to have the first meetup. I'm talking with the Arabic community, couple of translator, but for me, that's why who pushed me to translate more, because then come see the community, it's awesome. And I believe it will be added value, and the diverse between all of the communities in the WordPress community itself can make us more shiny, more brighter, and the diversity itself, like, from all around the world, it's all the time, each language added, it's more added value. It's and that's why I love in WordPress, because it doesn't matter where you're from, what is your language, you can always be an added value. So you
are such a great ambassador for the WordPress project, and we love having you on here. And my mind's just thinking about all the other things that we can get you involved with, which will be really good. And I think hopefully other people will tag this video for the Arabic as well, and hopefully that you'll inspire some other people to get involved. in that locale as well, and report back to us maybe at the next big translation come together, so that we can hear about how it's all progressed. So as a final question for you,
Yeah.
in terms of diversity, I know that's something that's very close to your heart in the WordPress project.
Yeah.
Are there anything at the moment in terms of the WordPress project that you think would help with diversity and promoting inclusion?
For me, like, as you know, like we have in Yoast, the Yoast Diversity Fund, it was like, for me, I consider it one of my close babies to my heart, because I love diversity. And unfortunately now it's not very active because of the traveling and what's happening, because most of the WordCamps now happening online. For me, like, I'm trying to be focused on diversity itself, even from home. The most easiest way is translation, is your own language. For me, this is not all of us very good and technical, but also you can learn it at the end. It's not very difficult. It's baby steps to be active in the WordPress. And the translation is just like an open window to an awesome world. Just it is by itself diversity. Like, I think there's almost 210 languages around the world, and maybe more. So imagine if from the countries of the speaking the language come together. It is the most beautiful image reflecting diversity itself. Yeah, I think if happening again the translation day, and it's not only a couple of languages, I wish all of the languages come together. And I'm pretty sure we'll have a big month, because all of them can fit together and contribute. Maybe months, but yeah, I think that will be the high level of diversity in the community itself.
Well, let's hope that happens. But thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to hearing more about it in the future.
Yeah, okay, thank you.